Miss Transformers 96 here with another review. This time we have the Marvel Legends Infinite series from the Hulkbuster Build-A-Figure wave on Blizzard. So yeah, overall going over the package, standard package as all the other Marvel Legends. You got a nice image of Blizzard on the side there. On the back, an image of the figure. The entire assortment with the Build-A-Figure of being Hulkbuster. I did just buy a full case of this wave on Hasbro.com, so I was able to get them all without the hassle of trying to track them down. So now going on to the figure. So overall, this is a figure that I think a lot of people aren't too excited for. It's mainly just a body sculpt that we've had a million times over with nothing too new or special, no accessories or anything like that. So overall, I think this can be looked at as a pretty boring figure. However, I was one of the exceptions of this. I actually was excited for this figure. Blizzard was a character that I know from images and pictures, and I knew that he was a part of the Masters of Evil, which I have Radioactive Man, Tiger Shark, and Zemo from the other waves. So I was happy and looking forward to getting a new addition to the Masters of Evil collection, so our team. So I was pretty happy about getting him. Overall, the paint, is really the thing to talk about here. It's a interesting paint scheme. Of course, it's rather cheesy, but I like it. It's kind of got a neat look to it. The white is a kind of pearlescent white, which I think looks really nice. It's got a nice sheen or shine to it. I think it looks good. And then the blue is completely metallic blue, and it's metallic throughout the entire figure. That's one thing that's really nice. Sometimes I feel like figures, they've got some parts that are metallic, and then they go on to other parts that should still be metallic, but are just a flat color. With the blue here, it is metallic throughout the entire figure, which is nice. So it's just got two colors, which makes them boring as well. They're kind of done with a kind of sharp edge to kind of mix them, and overall they're mixed quite well. A couple of little dots of like blue, like right there at the ab right there. The shoulder has a couple little bit of blue spots. That's just something with white paint that's inevitable. You're definitely going to have some bleed in areas from the other more predominant color on the figure. The face sculpt, however, is quite nice. This is, I believe, a new face, and it does actually look like a man is under there, and it just has like a skin-tight costume over it. Looks quite nice, and I like the lines going from the bridge of his nose down. Looking pretty good. If you're doing a Deadpool custom, this would be a great head to use. I have to say, that really does look like Deadpool. So if I ever do a custom, I'll definitely be using the head of Blizzard. Overall, the figure is the figure that we have that is reused time and time again. It's just the original kind of male, kind of medium-sized body sculpt type of sculpt there. Articulation on it is, of course, great. It's got a hinge, swivel neck, ball hinge shoulders, bicep swivel, double hinge elbows, hinge swivel wrist with an ab crunch, which works really good down. Doesn't go too far back, actually. I thought it went further back. Unfortunately, it doesn't, but it does go down quite a bit. He's got a swivel at the waist, ball jointed thighs with a decent amount of space in between the top area right here and the ball joint, so the legs can go up super far, which is quite nice. He's got a swivel thigh, double hinge knees, a swivel at the kind of calf area, and then a hinge pivoting ankle. So overall, superb articulation. Alright, so of course, nothing too special with this figure. It doesn't really come with anything new or interesting. The only piece of him that I would think is kind of resculpted is the head. I think that that's a new sculpt, but I'm not even 100% sure on that. Overall, a pretty plain figure. Really the character is the only interesting bit. If you're a fan of Blizzard, this is probably going to be a really nice character for you. If not, this is definitely going to be one that's a total pass. I'm not quite sure how he manipulates ice or anything, but if he does kind of create ice structures or ice blasts, it would have been nice to get one of those accessories with him, or maybe a couple of extra hands to have him open. But this wave is trying to cut back to be able to afford the massive Hulkbuster Build-A-Figure, so that's why some of the figures in this wave are less than interesting, I have to say. But overall, I am happy to get this guy purely just as an addition to my Masters of Evil collection, and I'm just a villain fan in general, so I can't resist a good villain in a wave. So there you go. That's my review, albeit a very short one, of the Marvel Legends Infinite series Hulkbuster Wave Build-A-Figure of Blizzard. Thanks so much for watching.